Hey everybody, it's Derrell. I'm here with Marc and Michele, that rhymes. And we're doing our first ever 50 can Zoom Thanksgiving jam. So I'm gonna start with some questions, guys. Here we go. First one, right. Mac and cheese or stuffing?
Well, I can go first. Oh.
Yes,
all right.
Stovetop stuffing.
Well, I like stovetop, but I am a big mashed potatoes fan. If you do it right, big pat of butter, let that melt down a little bit. You got to kind of create the spot for the gravy moat area, and you just start pouring it in. That's
I used to be on Team Stovetop for real, but I love some mac and cheese. I like it when they make it with like non-traditional cheeses, so you get like mac and cheese with like some blue cheese up in it, so it's kind of sharp. That's I like that one. Cool. Okay, do you eat early in the day or late in the day?
So I'm a horrible early eater. Like I'll eat lunch at like 11 and then I'll want to eat dinner at like 5. So anything early is good with me, but I will make an exception for Thanksgiving. Obviously it's hard to cook a turkey and all that kind of stuff. So I go with wherever the chef is going with the timing.
Michele?
In our house, we eat all day. So we start breakfast, lunch, dinner. You have multiple small meals. It is an all-day festival.
Yeah, but Marc, I think you're right on. I eat whenever whoever's making the food has it ready. Right. But that said, I prefer to eat a little bit earlier because then I could actually eat some dessert later on, which would be nice. So
yeah, that's right.
Okay, most scuffed Thanksgiving dinner. Right, so like it worked out, but the process of it getting there was horrible. Michele, you go first.
I would say sweet potato pie. Yeah. Not, historically, my grandma used to make it, and we used to bring it to school in elementary, middle school. But every year, it seems like somebody really messes up the sweet potato pie, and they put marshmallows on it. Where do they do that? That's terrible. Terrible on the marshmallows on sweet potato pie. That's called souffle. I don't want that. No, thank you.
Marc?
Yeah, so last year we had our kind of COVID Thanksgiving. So we decided to have my wife, Kathleen's parents, over with our kids, and we had it on our porch. So we have like a screened in porch. And it was pretty cold, and we were sort of like moving things out to the porch. And we decided to get like a fire pit, which we put on the porch. I'm not even sure you're supposed to do that, but so it felt a little complicated, but it ended up working out. So
I suppose it's all good depending on what the porch is made out of.
Right, exactly.
I had when I used to run the magazines, there was this one day where I had my assistant editor, and my 2 graphic designers come over to my hole in the wall, tiny first floor front apartment on 94th Street for Thanksgiving because nobody had any place to go. And I thought I would just get fried chicken from KFC on 125th, and it was closed. And I'm like, how's the KFC on 125 closed on Turkey Day? So I spent like 2 hours in cabs and on subways, and eventually wound up getting fried chicken from the spot on 14th Street, and we ate it at my crib. So it was a success, but a daring success. So yeah. Okay, last one. What sport do you watch on Thanksgiving?
So I'm happy to have football on, although I'm not like a crazy football fanatic, but it feels like tradition to have a football game on for Thanksgiving.
Michele?
Definitely football all day. I want to see who gets the John Madden turkey leg, at the end of each game, like the MVP. I want to see all the commentary for sure.
I always wonder how to get the extra legs on the turkey. It's kind of weird. I would be remiss if I did not say I grew up watching Barry Sanders tear it up on Turkey Day. But now I'm like an FUTBOL person, and Tottenham are on Thursday. And for that, I am thankful.
Girl, you like watching European soccer?
Fancy that. Fancy. People are like walking up to me at conferences now, and they're like, oh yeah, it's like, I love what you do. And I'm a fan of Club X. And it's like, that's great. I must be doing something right. So
yeah, I think like one of the good things about Twitter, although there's lots of downsides, is it lets you share your enthusiasm with the world. I think that you're recruiting some fans, I feel like, or teaching them about heartbreak.
Yeah, in this case, my pain, I think, is probably more accurate. So there is one person on here who was a college soccer player, and it is neither of us. So, okay, so Webster's dictionary defines thankful as conscious of benefit received, expressive of thanks, or well-pleased. We as a group have had like pretty trying and important year, just like families across the country have. What are we thankful for today? Mark, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'd just say, we're almost at the end of the year and just reflecting on 2021 and 2020. It's been an incredibly crazy 2 years. I don't think, it's just weird that we're living through this time. So a whole bunch of things really, when I think back, like I'm incredibly grateful for my kids' schools and their teachers. Like they've kept the schools open and given them a really good year that I think they can kind of look back on and feel grateful for. We're grateful for it. I think at 50 Can, everyone's been working incredibly hard, and we kind of have, I think we all kind of got together during the pandemic and said, like, look, this is a time when we really need advocacy, even though our lives are upside down. And I'm just incredibly grateful for all the wins that people have gotten. Just last week, we got a whole suite of wins from North Carolina that make a big difference for kids, and it's nice to be part of that team.
Michele?
Well, I'm at 60 days here at 50 Can, so I have to start by saying that I am super humbled, grateful, and honored to work with you all, to be a part of such an amazing and awesome team who are working for kids and family across the country. Like it has really, really been a great start to my return to 50 Can, and I'm just humbled and honored by the team and how hard they work and how committed everybody is to work for students and families across the country. So I'll start there. Personally, I'm really just grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my health. I don't take it for granted. I'm grateful for my new dog, Knight. I'm a new puppy mom, and
nice.
he's really just brought a lot of joy to me in this last 2 years. I'm really grateful for the students, honestly, because they've been so resilient and relentless fighting through the pandemic, and they really show us that we can be better each and every day. And so I'm thankful for just the efforts. Also, my sister's a school leader, so I hear the stories in and out of the teachers, the paraprofessionals, the janitors, everybody who's just working so hard to make school a safe place and bring back community, which we know is so important for students and families. And so I'm super, super, super humbled and honored to be a part of this team and to be able to be here with you all today. Derrell, it's on you.
Yeah, I don't know how I can follow that up. I would just say, like, in all humility, and I've been saying it for about 2 years almost now, all of my problems are first world problems, and I am grateful for that. I was fortunate enough to work with you guys and at 50 Can, with 50 Can, when the world decided to end. And I knew every day that I woke up that was a blessing and not promised to everyone. And I was incredibly grateful to be able to work in the world of ideas when the physical world seems so perilous. So I just want to throw that out there because that matters a great kind of deal to me. I really want to I'm thankful for our partners who kind of like did what we did, decided that the moment needed leadership, and that somebody had to demonstrate that we could change things or make things better than they were at any given time. Given that many kids and families and educators and leaders saw the worst of what was possible across lots of areas of who we are as a nation during that time. So I'm really thankful for that. I guess I'm thankful for, like press is kind of my thing. I'm thankful that the press paid attention, right? Because otherwise the peril and the possibility of the pandemic happen and nobody knows about it. And I do think, and it's important, there was some green shoots that happened during the pandemic. I think we saw that we can, could, should, and must do better, be better, believe in better, and do it differently during the pandemic. And given its toll on the learning of millions of kids in this country, it's more essential that we do that now than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think maybe I'd just add to that, everyone who's been part of this journey with us, who we, regularly send updates to, hopefully is watching this video. Everyone's contributing to a push around that. And that's the media, parents, teachers, entrepreneurs, students, advocates. I think we've actually made a lot of progress in the last 2 years. So I am thankful for that. And I hope everyone watching at home is having a great Thanksgiving. And we'll be excited when we come back from Thanksgiving break to get right back to work as advocates.
Awesome. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for being part of the 50 Can family.